Hey everyone, welcome back to Mr. Holland's Classroom, where today we are working on Chapter 6, Lesson 6 of My Math for Kindergarten. We are talking about problem solving here. Now, in this chapter, we've been talking about subtraction, which means uh, the process of taking away. Back a long time ago, we were talking about composing and decomposing numbers. I believe that was in chapter 4, where we were composing, putting together, decomposing, taking apart. Then in chapter 5, we were talking about addition, adding. We talked about the plus sign, how we have one group, we have another group, putting them together. How many do we have all together? That is addition. But with subtraction, we have a group and then some go away, and then we see how many are left. So we've learned all those things. We've learned about the minus sign, sometimes called minus the minus. That shows us that some are getting taken away. And then equal to equal in subtraction, who says how many are left. And we've talked about how to put the numbers in order and how to tell these stories. So this is really just us getting some of these stories and then using our skills to put down the numbers and the symbols to tell that story. Numbers by themselves will tell a story, but having some of the story elements are important here. So let's just take a look. We are on page 415 in your books. This should be in volume 2 that we're working on these. So hopefully you have that book. You should. If not, you know where to get it. So let's just look at this problem. It says, how many are left? Okay, write the number sentence. Well, they have the number sentence down here, but what's the story? It says there are 10 suitcases on the truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's one down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I see them. And then it says 3 suitcases are moved to the ground. Oh, those are the ones right here. 1, 2, 3. So how many are still left on the truck? Oh, they already have this here. So usually we were like crossing things off, erasing some things, but we don't have to do any of that. All we need to do is write. So there are 10 suitcases altogether. That's all the suitcases are involved in the story. Then it says that some were moved off of the truck. How many? One, two, three. One, two, three. So 3 of them were moved off the truck, and they're trying to tell us, well, Meagle the Eagle is asking how many are left on the truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. Easy as that. Now, the reason why it's great for us to practice is because I've had times where my friends were like, there were 10 suitcases and then 3 came off the truck. And it's like they skipped the whole story and they put the number in the wrong spot. Because if I put the 7 here, then it's like I'm saying there was 10 suitcases and 7 came off the truck. But we know that's not true. Only 3 of them came off the truck. So it's very important to make sure we get the numbers all in order. Okay, let's go to the next page and see what we have here. Okay, so it looks like this is a quilt. Now, some of you might have family members who like to quilt, make quilts and things like that. Quilts are nice and warm. So it looks like this is a handmade quilt. And it says, my aunt has 8 quilt squares to sew on the quilt. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8. So I need to write 8 to show that that is how many squares we're dealing with in the story. But then it says that she sews 6 of the squares. So she has 6 of them done, which looks like the ones that are right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so yeah. So she sews 6 of them on, which means how many does she have left to sew? 1, 2. That is how many are left in the story. Now, you can use different strategies like the number lines or counting strategies to get to 2. But when we see that we have a pictures or illustrations to help us, we can use those to help us as well. Now, you might be asking, what do you mean counting strategies? Well, how would I do 8 minus 6 if I didn't see any pictures? Well, I would have 8, and then I would count down 6. I would count down, not up, down, because we're getting less. So I had 8, and then take away 8, 6. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I counted 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when I got done, I had 2 left. Or you could do it backwards. You can go 8 and then try to find your way to get to 6. Even though it doesn't work, it's not really a part of the story and we wouldn't write it like this, but you can also find the other number. So if I had 8, now how many do I need to get down to 6? 8, 7, 6. I would show 2. So I have 8 and then 6, and I know that there was 2. So that's a way to play around, but you could also do it with number lines. So if I had a number line like this, and I had 0 to 10, and then I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could do it this way, where I start at 8, and then how many do I need to go back? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hopped 6 times. What number did I land on? 2. You see how that works? It's pretty awesome, right? All right, let's clear all that and we'll go to the next page, see what we have. Hi, oh, I see toys. I see a bunch of toys. Okay, so how many toys do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 toys. So that's what I'm going to start with. I'm going to start with 9 because I want to know how many are in the story. And then it looks like some of them are put back on the shelf. They're probably playing with all the toys, and then they decide, I'm going to clean some up. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the shelf. I need to write a number 4 down here. The question is, how many toys are left out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to write a 5 here. Now, just for kicks and giggles, again, let's imagine we don't have the picture here to tell us. Someone just says, so I had 9 toys and I put 4 away. How will we do this? Well, let's try that number line again. So we have 0 all the way to 10. We have 5 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 5 is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this time we start at 9 and we go back 4. That's how many we're losing. So 9, 8. So we have 1, hop down 1, 2, 3, 4 times. What number did we land on? 5. You see how it matches? It works. So that's just another strategy you guys could use. Wanted to introduce you guys to that. But we have pictures here. So let's take a look. It says there are 5 playground balls outside. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make sure we write that down. Oh, you guys already wrote it down because you know what I was going to do. You guys are working really okay. You guys are working really fast. Hold on. We have 5. And then how many are going to go into the ball and the squares here? They're using 1, 2 of them. So how many balls are not being used? 1, 2, 3 equals 3 left. Now, what would happen if I put a plus sign, like there were 5 balls and there were 2 more? Then we would have 5, 6, 7. But are there 7 balls in the story? No. So that's why we don't use a plus sign. We use the minus sign to show that some are moving away and we need to see how many are left. It's very important that we're using the right symbols as well. Okay. I'm going to leave this homework to you guys because you guys are pros at this point, but I'll catch you in the next lesson. Until then, I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.